Well, good afternoon guys. It's the 19th of June today. It is a Wednesday. It's about 3:45 in the afternoon. As you can see, I'm down on a river. This is another tributary of the Avon that I've decided to fish this year. Never been here before, but on a brand new fishing ticket. So really keen to explore. There's a lovely stretch here to go at. There's 20 pegs pegged out. And as you can see, I mean, it's this beautiful river. Hoping for some chub, maybe the odd barbel, perch, dace, real mixed bag. A few things to catch up on though before we start. Planned on getting out on the 16th, the glorious 16th. That was the plan. Had a pre-betting campaign and was going to fish the private stretch I have access to. Going to do a midnight start on the 16th, something I've not done for many years. Unfortunately the weather put paid to all of that. Pre-baiting had to stop because the river was really high, really banging through. Pre-baiting would have been an absolute waste of time, so that had to go. And when the 16th came, it was ridiculously high. I mean, you guys who've seen my previous videos will know that I fish my stretch when it's up and coloured, and it just doesn't fish at all. I don't know why, but I've tried and it just does not fish. So that put paid to that. So instead, on the Saturday evening, I went out with James to the Canal, which was also quite hard, to be honest, but I think it was probably all the cold water going in the canal. We went zander fishing. We had a few out, but it was rather slow. We went to one particular stretch where it's fairly prolific, although there are no huge fish, but it was a little bit slow, unfortunately. But we had a few, as I say. I think after that I did actually get down the Avon. I have been down the Avon once. Anastasia really wanted me to take her out, so I did take her out. We just took our float rods out to the marina where, although it's still up, it's a lot more fishable. We do get a few bites from the silvers and stuff. So we went in there, caught a few rudd, caught a few roach. Nothing huge, but a good bit of sport, and Anastasia hadn't been out for a while, so that had a good bit of father-daughter time, and it was very enjoyable. Anyway, all these bubbles started appearing where we were throwing the maggots in, and I've previously dropped the bait to the bottom, and on both occasions it's previously happened in previous years, it's been eels, so it's a bit loath to do it this time, but it was there was a lot of bubbling going on, so I just dropped the bait down on the bottom, put a shot just to rest on the bottom, and within 5 minutes I had an almighty scrap. Now unfortunately I don't tend to, when we just go over the road for an hour, I don't tend to take the camera. I had an almighty scrap with a fish. I couldn't believe it. I really thought it was like a tench. It was running me all over the marina. I only had sort of £2 bottom on and size 18 hook. It was running me all over the place. About 5 minutes I managed to subdue it, and well, as you can see, here's a stonking great bream. It was £6.9. It's the biggest I've had for quite a while at the river, so really pleased with that. Really pleased. So that's fantastic. Really enjoyable. So anyway, back to tonight. Enough talking. Going to do the usual roving around. I'm going to stretch sort of peg to peg, just see what we can winkle out. Really, bread, maggots, worms. That's all I've got. Bit of mashed bread for ground bait, and link ledger. Fairly simple link ledger setup. So fingers crossed we can have a few fish out.
Wow. Oh gosh. Oh, hello. This must be a chub. Brilliant, just nipped in the top lip.
Well guys, what a cracking start. It's very lively, I've just had him resting. There we go. Fantastic. Beautiful start. Lovely, lovely chub. That's great. Second cast. Brilliant. Right. Keep him in the net just for 5 minutes, just see if we can't have another one out before I put him back and move on.
Kingfisher. Fab. Any signs?
Had a few.
Isn't it?
You alright mate, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few, chub and a perch and stuff. You fish, do you? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. You're good luck.
Easy,
You can stop.
Big in, isn't it?
Chub, I think, yeah.
What you have that on, Nick?
Bit of bread.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get under the bag. Yeah, chub.
Maxi, come here. Can't be bad, can it?
It's alright, only sat down about 2 minutes ago. Lovely job.
That's good, isn't it?
Well guys, small world, isn't it? Just as I was set up in this peg, just cast in, and a guy, he's one of our suppliers at work, just gone past walking his dog. As I say, I've never fished here before, so I've never bumped into him before. So you might have heard him say, "It's Andy." But there we go. That's about that. First chuck in. Fantastic. It's absolutely superb. Brilliant afternoon. It's really good, especially for a first session here. Lovely job. He's in the walls a little bit, but that's about that. Lovely. Right, let's get him back in the net. Let's after this snag. Well guys, I've got pulled snagged for this one. Guy I just bumped into, he put me onto this peg. Said his dog swims in here. And he said all the fish swim around his dog. There you go. How's about that? Well, these fish are about 2.5 pounds, aren't they? Something like that. But he said there's at least half a dozen in here, but so hopefully we can have a few more before we go home. It's obviously 6 o'clock now, so can't stay too much longer. But what a fantastic session! Brilliant. Great to be back on the rivers. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, wow. That snag. Fantastic. Well guys, I think it's probably the biggest one of the day. Certainly recognise him again. He's got a bit of a funny mouth. There you go. How's about that? 2 casts, 2 bites. Absolutely superb. Fantastic. This is great. I'm really pleased I joined this this club, obviously. An absolutely fantastic afternoon. Right. I think one more cast.
Fab.
Well guys, I know I said one last cast, but just bumped into the chairman of the club and he said, oh, you want to try up there? So I came up here and had one last cast, which I think might turn into two, but there we go. There's about that. Possibly the biggest of the evening. Fantastic. What a stretch this is. Absolutely superb. What a fish. Beautiful. Check him out. Wow. In great condition as well, these chub. Fantastic. Right. One more cast. Really is one more cast. It's just coming up 7 o'clock now, so I'm supposed to be home at 7. Well guys, nothing's really happened since that last chub. I'll give it another 10 minutes or so, but I really do need to be making tracks now. But what I find, this place has been brilliant, really nice, beautiful place to be as well. There was some great chub fishing. Chairman tells me there's roach, dace, perch, odd barbel and the odd carp around, so I'll be back definitely, and before too long as well, although I would like to get on the Avon. Weather and water conditions permitting, I'm going to be heading to the Avon at the weekend. That's the plan at the moment anyway, although I have to come back here because the Avon's out of sorts. Not a problem at all, but I would like to get down on the Avon, so that's the plan at the moment. So thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your own angling. I really enjoyed that. Tight lines, and I'll see you again very soon.